Well, hello everybody, and hi, I'm Tim,
I'm Wayne.
and today we are going to talk about the wonderful game Codenames that everybody loves. Not you, Wayne.
Man, Codenames is no,
Man,
no,
what,
Tim.
what is wrong with you?
No. I
Listen,
know.
are you are you like a Debbie Downer? Why
I
does you don't
no.
like a lot of these?
Look. I admit. I know that I am in a very small minority on this
Okay,
one. I realize that,
okay.
but
Well, listen. Okay, well, let me talk first and let people know why it's such a good name. So, first of all, Codenames is a team game, right? So you have one team against the other, and you're trying to get these clues. You have a leader, and people are working together. So I think it's just a fun game, especially for casual gamers too, because of that team concept, right?
yes, the team concept is pretty cool for casual gamers. It's a relatively new concept in
Mhm.
tabletop gaming, and even for hardcore gamers, it's not a very common mechanism. So I will concede that one. The team concept with a leader on the surface, I'm with you so far. Let's make a team game. I like it.
Yeah,
Yes.
there you go. And as far as the mechanics, it's easy to teach, easy for people to pick up because you say a word and a number, and then the leader does, right? And
Mm-hmm.
then they're trying to fill out the little grid, and then the rest of the members talk, they communicate, and they start pointing, picking out a word. I just don't see what is wrong with that.
All right, I'm going to I'm gonna start with a short story.
Okay.
Several years ago, I was at a Dice Tower convention.
Mhm.
Prior to Dice Tower East and West, I was at Dice Tower Con, and there was a gentleman walking around with a prototype in his hands, and he was like, "Hey, do you want to try this prototype?" And then my group was like, "Heck yeah, let's do a prototype." Vlada Shavatel, yes, this is awesome. A prototype of Vlad, let's do it. And he sets up Codenames. Now,
Okay.
I have no preconceived notion at this time. We play a game. After one game, we're all looking at each other like, okay. Dude goes, "You guys want to go again?" We're like, "No, we're good." He's like, "You sure?" Everybody's talking about it at the convention. It's going to be huge. It's going to be huge. And back then, I'm like, "Oh, okay, buddy. Yeah, sure will be." Of course, now I was completely wrong. But here was my big issue with it.
Okay.
What genre is this game? What does it fall into?
As far as what? What do you mean?
Like, what kind of game is it? Would you call it a Euro game, an
No,
Ameritrash
no, no,
game?
no. It's 100% a party game. I mean,
Party game. You would call it a party game. Now,
because it is. That's what it is.
it is. Okay, so here's why I don't think this game is much of a party.
Okay.
You have your board state, and one player, that leader that you referenced earlier, has this really interesting puzzle that they're trying to work out to get as many words as they possibly can. And what is everybody else doing while this guy's working on his puzzle? Exactly that. That's exactly what they're doing. They're having side conversations. They're watching. If they're having a party, it's because they're literally getting up and dancing and changing the music and going to get a drink. They're not having a party because of what's happening at that moment. It's one
Okay.
person having a great puzzle and seven people like, "Well, now what do you want to do?"
Okay. I'll give you that. You're absolutely correct about that point. However, to make lemonade out of lemons, I guess you could say, because yes, I admit that sort of is an issue, is a problem, but everybody gets to have a turn at that puzzle solver. So you know you're going to be able to do that as part of the night because every game I've played, we play until everybody has at least had that opportunity.
All right. I mean, I don't know if that's worth that wait for me. So I'm gonna play a 30-minute game with you and know that 3.5 minutes of it will be spent me going,
Yeah.
sheep 3.
Okay. Well, let me throw this at you, and maybe this might be a big issue. Okay, because how old are you, Wayne? Just off the bat.
I am at the time of this recording 39.
Okay,
39. Final
I'm
answer.
57, so I'm almost 20 years older than you. And
Good job.
for people my age, this brings back a little nostalgia. All right. And what I mean by that is back in the day, there was a very popular game show called Password. Now, this is very similar to that game where, you're trying to give a word and a clue and people are trying to guess, what's associated or whatever you're trying to do. And it just makes people, at least my age, feel good about playing.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
So now let me question. How big were the teams on this show Password?
There was like a 2-on-2 in the host. Yeah, 2-on-2.
2-on-2. So you had one partner?
Yeah.
So one person was trying to give a good clue while the other person was engaged with that one person, right?
Yeah, that was Password.
Okay. See, now that makes sense to me. Notice how the format of the show was not one person giving a clue to 7 people. It was a partnership game. So there was less chance of losing people.
All right.
Which brings me to the silver lining of this game, Codenames Duets. Have you played Duets?
I have. And you know what? You're right. I mean, Duet is fantastic. Duet is really good. And
I agree with.
Yes. I mean, it's one of those kind of things that I can't argue with you because your points are valid.
Of course. That's why I'm saying them. That's how you know I'm right, Tim. My mouth is moving.
Yes. However, yeah, but okay, they're valid. I don't know what else to say. Codenames is still a great game. It's sold. I don't know how many copies. Everybody has it. People play it and people love it. So you can't sort of argue with the masses, right?
That's fair. I mean, I'm not going to say that the masses are always right? I mean, we did have the 80s, but I will say that it is very popular. I will give you that. I have been at conventions where people are playing this game and they are having a blast. I know I'm bagging on it, but I've heard people just really laughing it up with this game. So I get that it's going to be some people's cup of tea. The duet version is the only version I will ever play. And I know that if we start getting comments that most people are going to side with you, I'm pretty sure if there's anybody out there that sides with me, please give me a little bit of support here because I do kind of feel like I'm out on an island. But
again, I think your points are valid and right. Just like you said, folks, put the comments. Let us know whether you agree with me or you agree with him over there. All right. Take care. We'll see you on the next one.
All right. Bye, everyone.